Today we are diving into NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. If you heard about AI gaming tech, this company is probably on your radar. NVIDIA started in 1993 in California and is now a big player in fast computing and powerful graphics called GPUs. They kicked off the GPU tech in 1999, which changed gaming, graphics, and even sparked the AI boom as we see today. Now, they're all about building full AI systems for data centers that touch industries everywhere from healthcare to cars to robots. Their business is straightforward. They make and sell special GPUs, AI tools, and complete platforms that speed up computing. They earn money from selling these products and services like helping build AI setups, digital simulations. NVIDIA also supports developers and new companies to grow their market. In the industry, they are huge, holding about 95% of the market for standalone GPUs in 2025. They are the go-to for AI hardware, powering things like OpenAI massive computers. Key stuff they offer includes GeForce GPUs for gamers and creators, Jetson for AI at the edge like in robots, Omniverse for simulating real-world industries, powering AI supercomputers like Blackwell series, and Ammonia for medical imaging. Lately, they have hit a record revenue of $130 billion in fiscal year 2025 with a big earnings jump. They've ramped up making and selling those Blackwell supercomputers, teamed up with Intel on the new data centers and PC chips that mix in NVIDIA's tech, and their CEO, Jensen Huang, keeps talking about AI innovation as a main driver. They have won awards like America's Best Companies and the World's Most Innovative in 2025. Now on the stock side, NVIDIA gets a solid score of 82 out of 100, and that's because of their strong lead in the market, big potential in the revenue, and steady investor buzz. But the high price and the some market risk pulls it down a bit. Market mood is positive based on the AI forecast, analyst reports, and trading data. Predictions say that stock could hit around 200 by late October, nearly its year high. Folks are bullish thanks to NVIDIA's AI and data center dominance. The price has been trending up strong over past year. It's more than doubled from its low of 86, now sitting at around 180 after bouncing back from the dip of 173 due to trade issues and economic news. Alright, let's weigh the good and the bad for investing in NVIDIA. On the plus side, they're a top player in the booming AI data centers world, which keeps growing fast. Revenue is set to double in the coming years, showing real strength. Stocks hovering around its near 52-week high, which means the market trusts them a lot right now. Plus, high trading volume means it's easy to buy and sell without price swings. Lots of investor action here. But nothing's perfect. The stock priced high at about 60 times earnings, so if growth slows, it could drop. Recent ups and downs in the market plus trade tensions have hit the price short term. And with that high value economics unknown, there could be pullback. Let's hear it from the pros. 63 analysts have shared their views on the stock. Out of them, 48 says strong buy, 10 says buy, and 4 says hold, and just 1 sell. 0 underperformance. For the price targets from 56 folk, the average is 212 with the highs of 270 and lows of 100 and a median of 210. Earning per share median is 4.50. In the industry, it's a strong buy with a rating of 1.29. Imagine if it hits 270, that's kind of potential we're talking about. Diving deeper into how NVIDIA stacks up in the market. On valuation, it's rated 2 out of 6, meaning it's pricey right now, so watch for overpaying. Earnings gets a perfect of 6 out of 6, showing they're knocking it out of the park. Growth also max out 6 out of 6 with a huge potential ahead. Performance is also 5 out of 6 based on the recent trends, and health is top notch, 6 out of 6, meaning the company is in the solid shape financially. This tells us NVIDIA is firing most of the cylinders, but a high price tag is main watch out. No company operates in the bubble, so let's talk risk for NVIDIA. Main rival includes AMD, Intel, Huawei, and upcoming AI chip startups. But NVIDIA's got edge like holding 95% of AI chip market and a strong brand with their CUDA platform, top management, and fast growth in the revenue and profits. They're tied into AI setups and partner with big software names, positioning them as a leader in AI chips and semiconductors globally. Still, pressures are rising with more competition and value shifting from hardware to software. More government checks on antitrust and exports, competition heating up its rival as AI spending settles, and folks look for cheaper options. The customers may be making their own chips, new players using open source tech. Market risk includes tougher competition, squeezing profits, stock price swings from news or rules, losing grounds in a place like China due to exports ban and delays. But knowing this helps you decide. Next, the money basics to see if this is a solid under the hood. Let's start with the gross margin. For every dollar NVIDIA makes from selling its product, it keeps almost 75 cents after paying for what it costs to make them. That's about 75% of each sales dollar staying in the company, a sign of real strength from very first step in their business. Then operating margin. After paying for things like staff, research, office expense, NVIDIA still holds on to 62 cents from every dollar of the sales. That's up from previous year and shows they're controlling their day-to-day spending. Next up, EBIT and EBITDA margins. These numbers show profit before extra cost, both around 62 to 64 cents per dollar of sales, and that too they have gone up steadily over past 15 years. Pre-tax profit margin is even higher at 64 cents per dollar, that is the profit made before taxes, and it tells you NVIDIA is making a lot of money before government takes its share. After everything, taxes, interest, all cost, NVIDIA's net profit margin is still 56%. That means out of every dollar in sales, it earns 56 cents in pure profit. This has been climbing over the years, which is good sign for a company. But how does it compare overall? Breaking down NVIDIA's SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Strengths. They're the boss in GPUs, especially for AI training data centers, with the revenue up 150% year over year, gross margin near 76%. Innovations like RTX 50 series keep them ahead, plus strong EPS growth forecast and a strong buy from analysts. Weakness. IBO 55 means it's betting big on the future growth that might not happen. Trading volumes dip lately, maybe showing some investor pause. Low dividend payout limits income for holders, and volatility at the risk for steady seekers. Opportunities. Huge demand for AI in data center could push the revenue over 250 billion by 2027. More innovation in gaming, visuals in AI market, plus global expansion in AI spreads. Threats. More competition in graphics, AI could cut the shares and margin. Geopolitical and regulatory issues might hit international sales. Bearish signals like oversold RSI means possible drop, and relying on a high growth makes them vulnerable to shifts. How do they stack up against the industry? Let's see how NVIDIA compares to the rest of the semiconductor industries. NVIDIA makes a bit more profit from each sales than most of its peer, and its operating and the net profit margin are much higher. It uses shareholders' money even more effectively with far better return on equity. NVIDIA also carries less debt than most, though the gap is slowly shrinking. It's got more short-term assets than liabilities, a sign of a good cash flow. Right now, the stock isn't as expensive as sector average, but the difference is narrowing. On the other hand, price-to-book ratio is much higher than others, showing investors have a lot of confidence in NVIDIA's future. In short, NVIDIA is more profitable, less in debt, more liquid than most. While it's not that expensive relatively, investor confidence in its growing is high and getting higher. Overall, NVIDIA outperforms on profits return with smaller debt, but watch that higher book value multiple. Thanks for watching. If this got you into thinking about NVIDIA, like, subscribe for more stocks breakdown. What's your take? Buy tip? Drop in comments.